time to talk, baby.
Man, so I'm just going to slow.
Ciężki mecz będzie.
Mucho gusto and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. They're just off a road trip in the heat. They're looking to settle back in here at home. They eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
No i trójeczka. I trójeczka. Zaczyna ostro.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it, when the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Portis is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Brooks in
No,
at the point. Right side
to piłka do odbierania była.
off the screen.
Nie ma. Nie rzucaj, jeden guziki mi się pomyliły znowu. Jak zawsze. Jak zawsze. Tak, ważny mecz. Wow. Niebo. Naucz się chłopie kryć. Co ja zrobiłem? Się rozbiegłem. Się rozpędziłem. Dobra, dobra, robimy to. No i jak on to mógł przerzucić?
Wade's got his first 2 points.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie. And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of last. A great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Now, here's Dragic. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Knicks in New York.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball and setting up his teammates.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Mamy 6-7 brawo.
Like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Dragic.
Co oni odgrywają?
Picking up a basket just moments ago. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contest.
Jaki faul? Może jeszcze przy rzucie.
Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons,
9-6.
his averages across every category. They're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Deng. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboard.
Padła.
That also was a factor. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Brooks kicks to Butler. Shoots the 3, and good on the basket. Book it.
Pięk. Remis.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
It's Dragic with the drive. McDermott with a steal.
Paul, ale z punktami powinien być.
Yeah, good job.
Też bieg jakby nasał w gacie.
Really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire
Czysto.
checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch. I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And that one's good.
Brooks,
Well, I
jakie
think it's been
wejście.
said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Here's Bosch. Aaron Brooks picking up that last basket.
No ale zabierz mu tą piłkę, no że on nie będzie się...
Al Richardson.
O, jakie podanie.
He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the
Tak! Zapowiadać, bo się sfaulować. Po 15.
Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
And Doris, as always,
I za 3 nie ma.
given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against.
I really do. I think they're such a hard team to generate offense against. That has
Foul.
to be where they devote most of their attention.
Well, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their own defense, fellas. I mean, they can't concentrate so intensely on offense, they forget to defend.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Nie ma.
The first free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Jeszcze się patrzyli, jak to piłka leci.
103 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Good. Brooks has got his second basket of the game.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Right at the
No
rim.
wolno.
They might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket.
Wturlała się, no nie.
And another lead
Przewagi.
change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now here's Gibson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song. Back.
A, dobrze i to.
Miami will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Miami with the ball. They trail by 1. Richardson dishes to Winslow. Good ball movement here by the Heat.
Wow.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Noah. 8 points his last out.
Wykombinował.
Noah's got his first basket of the night.
Ło, przyspieszył.
Dragic against Brooks. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
A, no, zastał się 3 sekund, 3 sekund. Nie dobrze, nie dobrze. Rzut jeszcze z boku, nie, to jest oszustwo. Nie ma. Po 21. No i... Po 21. Pierwszy połowie.
2K Sports.
Wisła prowadzi Płock z Krakowią.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
It's a great point, Kevin, and I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it
No,
smoothly as
she's the
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
No ale panowie, zbieramy takie piłki.
You can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming.
Co to było?
They've had firepower and then some so far.
Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Whiteside is out there with Johnson. And it's Dragic in at the point. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Dragic after Pau Gasol's bucket. Dragic kicks to Wade. Another shot, and it's laid in by Whiteside.
Robię zbiórka.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Butler. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. And Whiteside sends it.
Pięknie się dało zablokować.
Then kicks to Wade. It's blocked, and they'll keep
Ja pierdolę. Ale walenie było.
more. Dishes to Butler. Tries from 10. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Co jest grane?
A drive by Wade, and he goes
Ej.
in the dunk.
Dobra, dawaj czas, bo trochę za szybko.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3, or just taking it to the rack himself.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Johnson. Dunleavy the pass to Portis. The fadeaway. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is
No to jest za dwa tylko, no.
Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain.
Ustawię się.
And you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition
No i
opportunities
pięknie.
started with his aggressive defense, very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arm to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
Now here's McDermott, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Lets it go from
Przyłóż się, tak jest! I prowadzimy.
Rocky talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition of
Yeah,
that.
no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love
Nie ma.
scoring wise, keeping
Na
everybody.
spokojnie.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive.
3 punkty przewagi, brawo.
Steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
Nie ma.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
Gdzie techniczny faul?
Technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring
Jaki
breakdown for the
techniczny faul znowu
Gotta
winno?
like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And that one falls for
Ciekawe.
Richardson, he's checked in for Miami.
Techniczny foul.
Pass to Butler.
Może
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago.
za dwa, tylko za dwa.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Wade. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Wyszedł na out.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Stoudemire's checked in for Miami. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Brooks comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Wade against Brooks. From the arc. The shot will not go. Excellent.
Trzeba było to zbierać.
To the inside. Stolen by Noah.
Pięknie podał mu w łapy.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Gibson leading the charge.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
1:44 left now here in the second. Richardson kicks to Wade. Back to Richardson. Goes back up.
No, jest
He was fouled, and he's
Ah.
one more.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
Now here's Butler. He had 19 points in the win.
Nie padła.
Now here's
Nie
Richardson.
wyszedł.
He's guarded closely.
And you can see the defenders afraid to
No,
kind of get in his
ten
way a lot
idzie.
of times. He's on his way to the basket. But on that one, there.
Faulował grubego, co jest gadać, ten rzucać nie potrafi.
With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think
Trafił, niemożliwe.
you know what he
Tak
did in that
czyściutko.
championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot
No
of
ale
ways.
na drugi podchodzi.
Winning at both ends of the floor.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago, and the shot is good. Richardson's got his second bucket tonight.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Brooks dishes to Gibson. Back to Brooks. Noah in the post. He's against Stoudemire. Brooks, the pass to Gibson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Gibson's got his second bucket.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1. That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Last outing for Miami, it was...
And that's a punch to the
Było.
jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Mark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that you know, just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think
Ajajaj, prawie objąłem.
statement, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even
I 3 i pokrywa przewagi.
Presented by Kia. What a play.
Wiem, że
12 seconds left in the first half. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. Passes it to Noah. From deep, Brooks Good and a nice
I
assist from
3, bravo.
That's 7 points for Brooks.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Bulls lead by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be tested the rest of the way.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed. Embarrassed, however you say it, Ernie. I realized they had to deal with a team who was red hot most of the first half.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Butler. 9 points and 4 assists.
So for Chicago right now, Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Portis is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's
to blokować też.
bank shot, no good. The Bulls leading by 4 inside.
No, pięknie podanie w łapy.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Zasłaniacie mi, weźcie te kartoniki. No i jeszcze mi wyrwał z łapą piłkę. Graj, remis.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Whiteside, a screen on Brooks. Here's Bosch. Offensive rebound. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last.
No. Chciałem, że faul coś
the league's most clutch long-range shootings. Since All-Star, these are the best small forwards in basketball.
To jest czas.
Three-point shot. With best, Doug McDermott.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into it. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three.
Chicago making some changes. Tony Snell's checked in for Doug McDermott. Justin Holiday comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Moore subbed in for Aaron Brooks. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Left side Gasol. Here's Snell. He's covered by Deng. Snell, the pass to Portis. Clock at 4. Here's Gasol, and the shot is good.
No.
Gasol's got his third basket of the night right there.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Wade with no one around. It's all in by the Bulls.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
It's Snell, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Dang.
Oh.
And they get it back. They recover.
No, nie zbieram.
And he didn't get quite
Nie!
and out of bounds as the
O,
Heat
co to rzut? Na uwolnienie?
second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Dragic against Moore. Moore with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Snell, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Ładnie to oddał. Tylko prostego nie będzie. Hop. Brawo, 10 punktów.
And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Joe Johnson on the way, defended by Gasol. Count that one. Johnson's got 5.
Joe Johnson.
The quickness right there, just tough to keep up with him.
O. Panie Gasol, gdzie pan się chowasz?
And the basket by Wade. 8 points in the game so far.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Nie siadamy na laurach, o tak, hop. Co to, jak to nie weszło?
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that.
I 3 punkty przewagi tylko.
And now he's able to make him pay.
Holiday dishes to Snell. Wade against Holiday. Good.
O, ładnie to Holiday zrobił.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
And the Heat with some changes. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Stoudemire with a screen on Gibson. Johnson attacking.
No I owinął się.
Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in block shots last season. Also posted the second best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
Gibson.
No ale panie Gibbs. No, chociaż Noah zbiera. Minuta trzeciej kwarty.
Richardson kicks the drive. Stoudemire the pass to Winslow. Stoudemire the screen. Brooks on the double team, and there's the foul. On Aaron Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Heat making a change here. Bosch is checked in. From the inbound, here's Stoudemire. The rebound by Noah.
No, na raty, ale wyłapali. To jest za 2. Nie, za 3, ładnie. Dawało mi się za 2. Ale dobrze.
Stoudemire left side. Stoudemire drawing the double team.
No.
That time on the assist by Stoudemire. That's 7 points here for Justice Winslow. The Bulls leading by 6. Dishes to Gibson, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will
Jak go nabił. Ja go nabił.
Brooks dishes to Noah. Back to Brooks. He kicks to Gibson. Rebound by the Heat. Bosch has got his third rebound tonight.
Nie dać mu rzucić. Brawo.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one.
6
Bulls out
punktów.
front. They're up by 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Heat trail by 6. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Dan in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Tipped away. McDermott with a steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. And Brooks gets it to go. Brooks has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Chicago. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
No good from Wade.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Kicks to McDermott. Now the dish to Butler. McDermott with it, working on Bosch.
Pięknie.
Shot by McDermott.
10 punktów. Nie oddajmy tego zwycięstwa.
Into the fourth quarter, just over a minute play.
No ja...
Outside Dan.
Ładnie to zrobił.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Dan.
Faul, bez punktów.
Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. Al Gasol checked in for Noah. And so he makes both from the line.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
And the Heat call time here. And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and get suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was a leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
And finished off by Gasol.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
The Bulls leading by 10.
Ajajaj, się zapędziłem.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul. Miami with the ball. And it's Whiteside off the drive. And that's good. And it's 8 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside.
No, co oni zrobili? Panowie, co piłkę zostawił mu? Spokojnie, spokojnie. Zobaczmy, czy to 3 wejdzie, nie weszło. No dobra, dobra, bo się zaczyna robić znowu nieciekawie.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
And that one's good.
No doubt about the consistency.
Opadający Gasol rzuca, no nie, no.
Nice lift for their offense.
To the left side wing. Here's Bosch. And another basket for Miami.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
No nie, no. Malej mu dołem, a nie. Co on tam ucieka? Robi się 2 punkty, dawaj czas. Wiem, że Portland się nie podda.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Time called here, the Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance.
Ko to było?
The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. Dragic with it. Guarded now by Aaron Brooks. Outside Dragic. He feeds it to Wade. Pass to Winslow.
Wow. Spokojnie, nie ma kontry.
Snell kicks to Butler. Gibson against Dragic. Butler on the way. To the middle.
Komu on to rzucił?
Here's Gibson.
Nie wpada. Ale... Techniczny chyba faul? Nie, na szczęście nie. No, mi się nie ciekawi. No to 33, 2 punkty przewagi. Przy piłce Portland. Nie da się rzucić, nie da... Ojen. Twardo, twardo. Nie ma. Nie ma, brawo. Ojeny, po co to podanie tam było? No ty tego, co się dzieje? Na szczęście nie weszło, się przestraszyłem, że idzie na kosz, no ale 2 rzuty, 48 sekund, co tu się będzie znowu działo? 2 rzuty jeszcze tu było. Nie ma! Droga wpadła, dobry, jest punkt przewagi. W piłce rzućmy coś. O no. O ja pierniczę. O ja... Więcej. No dajcie sędziemu piłkę. Bo się chłopak pogubił. Nie ma. O ja pierniczę to. Dograli do końca. Oj, faul. Spadły! Zaliczone! Ja pierniczę, co tu się dzieje? Ja pierniczę, hitbox. Jak se rzucił? I do końca trzeba grać. Dobra. Padło. 2 punkty. Spokojnie, spokojnie. Zagrajmy to. To jest dużo czasu, 21 sekund, na spokojnie. Tak jest, tak jest. Remis. Bronimy to.
And the Heat call time here.
18 sekund to jest dużo czasu, trzeba to odebrać im tą piłkę. Spokojnie, spokojnie. 10 sekund. Na spokojnie. Nie ma. Nie ma! Tak jest. Padł.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Fires from the wing.
Nie ma.
And now an intentional foul.
Ale jaja. Co ja zrobiłem? Po co ten rzut był? Ale jaja. Nie ma. Padła. Drugiego nie będzie chciał rzucić. Uwaga. Gramy to na kontrę od razu. Nie trafił. Nie no. Po meczu. Po meczu mówiłem. Ale jaja. Pierwszego nie ma. Zatrzymie, tylko ratuje.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 1 second left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a 3 here, so they need to make sure they sub in all of their best shooters, because with under 2 seconds remaining, you have to catch and shoot it.
Co to było? Co to było?
What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You're just wondering.
Przegrałem z Miami.
we saw.
Co jest?
And a chance.